Welcome back. This time we're talking about Annihilation, the latest film from writer-director Alex Garland, who gave us the phenomenal Ex Machina. Unlike that film, which was an original creation from Garland, this is an adaptation from the novel by Jeff VanderMeer and tells the story of a biologist, played by Natalie Portman, who is investigating this mysterious phenomenon after her husband returns from a mission within it, very ill and very damaged. Like Ex Machina, visually this film is stunning. The acting is very solid. The story is very interesting. And I will admit, one that I don't completely understand after just one viewing. Obviously, this review is coming up a little late. I have not yet had the opportunity to see it a second time. Now, unlike a lot of films where if I just didn't get it, I would give it a negative review, I really feel that the story holds up. I just think it needs more than one viewing. So, with the caveat that I'm still confused about a number of things, this is still a film that I can recommend if you like hard sci-fi, heady stories. Now, if you just want shoot 'em up, Independence Day type alien action, and there's nothing wrong with that, I love those kind of movies too, this is probably not for you. This is very much more in the vein of Ex Machina than it is Independence Day. As I said, the story focuses on this woman named Lena, played by Natalie Portman. She wants to find a way to save her husband, so she volunteers to join an existing troop that's about to go in, led by Dr. Ventress, played by Jason Leigh, and they enter into the Shimmer. And I don't want to give away pretty much anything else about the film, but once they enter the Shimmer, visually this film is stunning. There's just a way that the air looks around them, the way it is affecting the animal and plant life. It is just a visually stunning movie. Where a lot of my questions lie after the first viewing is how this phenomenon is affecting our various characters, and it affects them in different ways. Now, my theory, and I don't think this is a spoiler, is that a lot of it has to do with what brought them to there and how they are reacting to it. But I really don't know yet. Like I said, I have a lot of questions that have yet to be answered. But I do think they're there. It's just going to take multiple viewings and a lot of thought. That's not necessarily a bad thing. Now, ultimately, it could be that the movie is just confusing and the writing was not good. That's always a possibility as well. I don't think that is the case at this point, though. Just know that if you're going into this movie, be prepared to pay attention and think very hard throughout. Now, one thing I do want to also mention is the fact that the source material is essentially a trilogy. But the screenplay and the casting and everything else were underway before the first book was even published. So there is definitely some changes made for the film. This is not the exact same story. Now, again, I don't want to spoil anything, but there's room, if they wanted to continue this story as told in the film, they probably could. But I think the film also is self-contained enough that we don't need two more books or movies to conclude it. So with that, I'm going to give this a conditional positive rating and a recommendation, again, if you like your science fiction films very heady. So for now, I'm going to turn it over to you. If you've seen Annihilation, what did you think about it? And did you come out of it thinking that you understood what had happened throughout its runtime? As always, you can subscribe to my channel, check out some of my other reviews, and until next time, I'll see you at the movies.